What's that about pickpockets, Felix, as you say?
Having been pickpocketed once, although we successfully got the wallets back,
Yeah.
and an attempted pickpocket outside here, right outside here about 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
I've been paranoid about pickpockets, so I'm hiding everything in the room.
Yeah.
And not like that.
Oh dear.
Not like this.
Felix is being awkward. I said there was no light on his face, so he's putting it on and off. Anyway, now Felix, we're in Lisbon.
Yes.
We've had a sort of mixed sort of day, and we've just been out for a meal. Now, what did you think about the meal?
Well, funnily enough, it's put me in a good humour. The meal was very poor.
Yeah.
In fact, rubbish.
Yeah, and did it influence your attitude towards Portugal? And
no, it didn't influence it. No, I already had the influence. I already had the attitude.
Yeah, why? Why is it that you don't like Portugal?
Because the people are miserable and unfriendly in the main. We have met some very, very nice people who looked after us very well, but in the main the country seems to be unfriendly. I don't know whether particularly towards foreigners, or particularly towards English, or particularly towards, I think possibly towards French, because when I've offered to speak French, they've gone, oh no, English, not speaking French. So there seems to be an anti-French feeling, there's certainly an anti-Spanish feeling, and I think there's an anti-anybody who isn't Portuguese feeling. And,
we've had some...
I won't be coming back.
No,
I can't wait to go to Spain.
Oh yes, oh dear. Yeah.
So no, the restaurant didn't influence my feelings about Portugal.
No. What would you say about the restaurant?
It looked very beautiful. It looked very nice. They had all fresh crabs hanging in the window. It looked as if it would be a seafood heaven.
Don't you think we made a mistake there? Is it the same place as where they had the
yes,
crabs
it's the same
hanging
place. Yes,
really?
hanging in the left-hand window. But
what was wrong with the food?
It was overcooked, tasteless. In your opinion, oversalted. I didn't think mine was oversalted.
What about the drink?
Well, the drink we eventually ended up with was fantastic, very nice. It was the only thing that they couldn't actually get into and spoil. So that was very nice. Vinho Verde, I think you called it. Unfortunately, it was the second choice. The champagne, when it was served, had a green cork, which I couldn't see being colourblind, and you spotted immediately. I spotted the fact that there was no poof, and when they poured the champagne, not a single bubble, which is unusual for champagne. Champagne normally bubbles over the glass, even if you try not to have it do so. He tried to force us to have it, and you quite rightly stood your ground and said, no bloody way, Jose, even though Jose is not a Spanish name. And he got another bottle, and that was exactly the same.
Yeah. No, that wasn't. Yeah.
So
anyway,
another bottle of Vino Verde.
We've had a great day from the point of view of sunshine and a few things to look at. People, we have met some nice people.
Yeah, you fibbed to Mum earlier, I must say. You said to Mum that it'd been a red hot cracking day this morning, or something along those lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sun was out, but I didn't
remember it being
ever hot.
No. Well, I felt it this morning. I felt it was. I felt I needed I needed to put my hat on. It was so hot. Anyway, very good. Right.
Look at my tummy now. Yes, Dad, your face looks perfect. I must say, viewers, that Dad was agonising over his makeup, beauty treatment, and so on. And it's an hour and a half since I was filmed, and he's finally emerged from the bathroom, looking every inch a spittle star. Well, the battery's flashing, so I better hurry up. Dad,
okay.
What did you think of the restaurant this evening?
Well, it was a kind of a pathetic effort to appear an upper-class restaurant. Indeed, the price that they charged, being exactly the same as one of the luxury hotel places, really, the thing was, they just did not have proper attention to the food. They hadn't started with the chef. They were trying hard, but the maître d'hôtel didn't have any discipline over his waiters, I'm afraid. The waiter who served us laughed when he saw that we were questioning the champagne, the so-called champagne. The champagne was dreadful. But, well, they were trying, I suppose. I'm sorry for them. I think they were... anyway, that isn't all of Portugal, of course. I mean, we met some very nice people. And today we met 2 French people whilst we were having a very nice coffee and cakes in the right in the centre there, near to an enormous arch. So enormous it must be seen easily from out at sea, I think. There were publishers. One of them was a journalist, had been a journalist, and had written several books.
But they were
That was
French.
interesting.
You started off by defending Portugal, then we talked about some lovely French people who, when last seen, were rushing to the airport to leave Portugal.
Yeah. Well, they weren't. They weren't rushing to the airport.
No, it was only a joke.
Yeah. Well, we met some very nice. I mean, unfortunately, in a way, a lot of the people that we met who were nice were working for very expensive services, like in the big hotel that we were forced to stay in last night. We just had to stay there because we were absolutely...
They were very nice.
It took us a couple of hours to find any hotel, and the only reason we found one, we stopped at a garage, and a very nice Mozambican who had been
sorry, that wasn't a Portuguese person?
It wasn't Portuguese. Well,
No.
he was a Portuguese in a sense. He had been a Portuguese...
He'd been born in Mozambique.
He'd been born in Mozambique, all right, and he'd gone to Germany, East Germany, on one of those scholarships they probably had, and he'd learned German.
So when he finally arrived in Portugal, he'd actually become a little bit more friendly towards other people.
Well, it was a remarkable... I mean, it was very useful that he could speak German, that he'd been to the DDR and spoken German, because we were able to communicate with him. And not only that, he got into his car and led us to a hotel through many, many lights and along streets, quite a long way actually, didn't it?
Yeah, yes.
So it was a very nice chap actually, and
So the Mozambique man was brilliant. The French people were very friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so life in Portugal's quite good. That sounds deeply cynical. No, the only Portuguese person I can say that I've met who was genuinely well, 2 actually, was the woman at the hotel at the Agricola de Levada.
Yeah.
Do you remember her?
Yes, she spoke French, and she'd learned it in Luxembourg. She was very bonny sort of fact, nice smiley person, and she was very accommodating. Yes.
Of the Portuguese, she was excellent, and also the waitress that night in the restaurant.
In which restaurant?
In the restaurant where we had the pineda.
Oh, of course. Oh, yes, she was lovely, and she was so honest as to say
like
she
English
didn't
people.
like English people. She thought that we were arrogant, but I don't think she quite realised we were English. She was surprised at that, but she was speaking English with us.
I think the people in that restaurant tonight thought we might have been a bit arrogant. Refusing the champagne, they say, come on, try it.
Oh, this one? No.
Yeah.
These people in this restaurant here in Lisbon, they damn well knew that champagne was old and suspect, and they knew it was cheapo stuff, and they thought they could get away with it. These couple of foreigners here, they could shove it under our noses. Well, they couldn't. They didn't.
No, they didn't. We showed them that, eh?
Yeah, we did indeed. Okay.
This journey through Portugal, instead of being a wonderful set of stories about what a wonderful place it is, has turned into a bit of a tirade against
I didn't like
some of the Portuguese.
I didn't like the art of I thought the cathedral was terribly neglected in Porto.
Oh, it
and
was,
also the kind of art there, were a terrible amount of fiddly extra to a degree which was practically like a sort of a diarrhea of art. It really was horrible. I didn't like it. But
There's
now
no
in
need to
Lisbon,
there was no need to spit on it though, was there, Dad, and walk out as you did?
No, I'm not. I know. I'm just saying that there was so much. But here in Lisbon, some of the buildings that I've seen are absolutely beautiful, and this old station through which you could see graffiti on the walls had the most gorgeous externals to it, and the view out over the Tagus and the boats crossing the Tagus was absolutely delightful. I think, it's a shame that we haven't seen more of Lisbon, actually.
Well, perhaps so.
Yeah, I think we can leave that.
Yes. All right, right, and here we are going tomorrow. Where are we going tomorrow? Quickly.
Well, yes.
Quickly, because the battery is going.
Well, we're on our way south to the Algarve, to an old watering place of Mum's and mine, Montegordo, and there's an immense beach and the sea, and I'm hoping there'll be an immense sun. Yeah.
And it's also near where Michelle spent a year out.
That's right, with the family, David and beg pardon.
Sorry, I meant to say David and Michelle. And Pamela.
Well, yeah, they stayed there.